It is now my great honor to introduce our next guest speaker, Councillor Lana Formasu, Councillor for the Greater City of Dandenong and member of the Board of Directors for Victorian Local Governments Association. Please welcome Councillor Lana Formasu to the stage.
Assalamu alaikum. I would like to begin, excuse me for being so late, I was just at another event, so my apologies. Firstly, I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of this land, the Bunurong people, and pay my respect to their elders past and present. I recognise and respect their continuing connection to climate, culture, country and waters. I also recognise all of the distinguished guests here today, especially the author and my very good friend, Mr. Bashir Fayyaq, for writing this incredibly important book. I'm Councillor Lana Formasu for the City of Greater Dandenong, and I cover Noble Park North Ward, which is just near the Waverley Gardens Shopping Centre and near the cemetery, so that's my ward there. And I've been fortunate enough to be re-elected this time round. So today it's my great pleasure, and I warmly welcome all of the distinguished guests, and if there's anyone that is from council that I haven't seen yet. No, good, but warm welcome to you all. It's my great pleasure to be here today as a guest speaker to celebrate the launch of Hazara Prodigies and the 25 years of Hazara contributions to our community. In the City of Greater Dandenong, our multicultural community is the centre of who we are and not what we do. We are the most culturally diverse community in all of Australia, with 154 different languages, people coming from 154 countries. We speak over 160 languages and we practice over 80 different faiths. Almost 2/3 of our residents are born overseas. It is estimated that we have over 4,000 Hazaras living in our municipality and over 15,000 between the City of Greater Dandenong and the City of Casey. And I know that that number is growing tremendously. Our Hazara community really began to grow in the very late 90s and early 2000s. I remember it like it was yesterday. We were so proud to welcome people who had shown incredible resilience and tenacity. So many of those early arrivals came by boat, with long periods in immigration detention centres after having had terrible experiences. A lot of you are in this room today, and a lot of my friends have had some horrendous stories to tell. This is why I feel it is so special to be here with you today to learn and delve into the migrant experience and cultural identity of the Hazara community. Another reason for the importance of this incredible book. Over time, we saw this community flourish, with family groups in the community really taking off. As the book says, this Hazara community brought their resilience and hard work to the many industries they worked in, including horticulture, abattoirs, tiling and construction, and many entrepreneurial endeavours. Australia has been enriched by their contributions, and our very own Dandenong in particular. We are so proud to be part of your story. I'm also a local high school teacher at Dandenong High School. I went to that school, I now teach at that school, and I know a lot of your children are taught by me at that school. So it's really humbling and incredibly important for us to really appreciate our Afghan heritage here in Greater Dandenong in particular. I know my students is about 80% that are Afghan background. So, and are there any of my students here tonight? A big shout out to you. We are also really incredibly proud of our commitment to welcoming refugees and migrants into our community. My parents migrated into this country for all the reasons your families have, to find a better and fairer life for our families. And I've come here this evening with my eldest son, Luca, who's just battled 3 years of leukemia treatment and is now in remission. And here in Australia, we're very lucky because we have these incredible facilities like the Monash Children's Hospital, like the education system that we have here in Australia that welcomes all, that gives equity to women, children. So my family migrated to this country for the same reason you all have. Here in Australia, we uphold human rights, demonstrate compassion and enhance cultural and religious diversity for our people. I'm incredibly proud to be a representative of this community, the most multicultural community in all of Australia. For over 22 years, the City of Greater Dandenong has been a refugee welcome zone, a local government area that is committed to welcoming refugees into the community, demonstrating a compassion and enhancing cultural and religious diversity. In 2018, City of Greater Dandenong Council initiated the local government mayoral task force supporting people seeking asylum. I was extremely fortunate to chair that task force this year when I was mayor, and we made incredible progress, but there's still so much work to be done. Today, the task force has 43 member councils across Australia and continues to advocate for fairness and safety for community members seeking protection. We are proud to recognise the vibrancy and rich culture of Hazaras and our larger Afghani community. This can definitely be seen physically in our Afghan Bazaar Cultural Precinct, which will be expanding more once we have the new investment coming into Dandenong. The precinct itself has an intense concentration of Afghan traders and was created from the ideas and aspirations of our community. It is my hope that the Council and that everyone living, working or visiting Greater Dandenong can express their cultural identity. We are constantly working towards our community's vision that the City of Greater Dandenong is a home for all. By sharing our cultures and traditions, we create connections. These connections help us to find common ground and to better understand each other. We are creating a harmonious society where we can all live together peacefully. And that's my wish for each and every one of you. Today, once again, I want to congratulate my very good friend, author of this book, Mr. Bashir Fayak, for this book, Hazara Prodigies. May it bring you all the success it deserves. On behalf of the City of Greater Dandenong Council and the wider Greater Dandenong community, I proudly join you all to celebrate 25 years of Hazara contributions to our community. Tashakkur.
Thank you, Councillor Lana Formasu, for your inspiring words and unwavering support for multiculturalism. Your leadership in the City of Greater Dandenong and your recognition of Hazara Prodigies as a celebration of our cultural heritage means a great deal to us. We genuinely appreciate commitment to strengthening our community.